Alright guys, what is up? It's your boy Beast here. Welcome back to some more Pokemon Black and White 2 Wi-Fi battle stuff. Now this match here is against a guy from Smogon. I do not remember his name because I forgot to write it down, but this was supposed to be an nature battle, but I found this guy and this guy decided to bring RU or UU. I'm not quite sure, but either way he decided to bring higher tiers, which is kind of stupid, but I'm just gonna have to deal with that. And I decided I'm not going to really make a big deal out of it because that's kind of unnecessary, so I decided I'm just going to play this guy and see how it goes. So, anyways, I'm using the same team as I used in the last battle because why not? And taking a look at this guy's team though, I see right away he does have a Heracross, which is really not good at all because most Heracrosses are Choice Scarfed, and I don't have any Choice Scarf users on my team, so that means he can outspeed every single one of my pokes on my team. I could potentially take it out of there with a Choice Banded Ice Shard after he's went for close combat once, but I don't know really. I think that's just a little bit too much to rely on. So I also do have a War Turtle which could potentially handle that. I could burn it because he most likely does not have the Guts ability. He's probably got the Moxie ability instead of Guts, but I don't know. I feel like I can't rely too much on War Turtle, so I might have to use Golurk as well. But he does have quite a lot of Golurk counters on his team, so I'm gonna have to watch out for that. Now, the rest of his pokes, I'm really not too scared of the rest of his pokes. I mean, his Raikou could also be a problem because it's got really good speed, but other than that, the rest of his pokes really don't look too threatening at all. And I gotta change a lot of stuff on this team. First of all, the bug weakness that this team has. I have 3 Pokemon weak to bug, and that's a huge weakness that this team has, and I gotta change that. Otherwise I will just get owned by bug types all the time, even in NU. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and start the battle, shall we? So my opponent is gonna go ahead and lead off with his Crobat, as I'm gonna lead off with my Golurk, and I'm just gonna try to go for the Stealth Rocks at first turn, but it turns out that it's Golbat, or Golbat and Crobat, whatever. You get what I mean. But turns out that his Crobat has the Hypnosis and is gonna put my Golurk to sleep, which kind of sucks because that means I will not be able to put on my Stealth Rocks. And he tries to go for the Pursuit right here. I'm not quite sure why, but I guess he was thinking I was gonna switch, but I don't. So he's gonna try to U-turn out of there this turn into his Blastoise, and I think I actually am lucky enough to wake up this turn and try to go for these Stealth Rocks. And turns out that his Blastoise is faster than my Golurk and that he will take me out of there with a Water Spout. Now that is something I have never ever seen on a Blastoise, but I guess it kind of worked in this scenario. But I do die to the Water Spout, unfortunately, and I'm gonna switch into my Ludicolo, Choice Basic Ludicolo, and I figured that he'd send in his Roserade because that switch was way too obvious. So I decided to make a nasty over prediction right here, go for the Ice Beam, and it does quite a lot of damage, and I get the Freeze Hex as well. Now he would have probably switched either way not to lose his Roserade, but I'm gonna go ahead and switch out of there into my Sneasel. I probably should have went for another Ice Beam, but that would have easily taken down his Crobat. But I'm gonna switch out of there again into War Turtle, and I think he's gonna U-turn out of there into his own Blastoise, or not own Blastoise, but Big Brother Blastoise. And I mean, I'm just gonna try to burn this guy right here because I just wanted some residual damage on this guy because I knew that he'd probably just spin away those rocks right here. So I go for the Scald, and I don't get the burn the first time, but I get it the second time, and he's actually gonna roar me out of there this turn. I believe he's gonna roar me out of there into my Musharna, which is really not too bad because this thing is specially defensive and I could easily take pretty much any hits that he wants to throw at me. So he tries to go for the Ice Beam. It's not gonna do jack shit to me because I'm specially defensive, and I just go straight for the Psychic just to do some damage on it. So right here I was thinking that the next burn damage would take it out of there, so I was trying to, you know, I was thinking this guy was good to try to get off a Torrent boosted Scald or Surf or something, and I just wanted to heal up that and then let him die to the burn. But it turns out that he would not die to that, but he rose me out of there into Sneasel, so I pursued it and take it out of there. Now this right here was well, actually no, it's not this part, it's later on, but he's gonna go ahead and start on his Heracross this turn, and he's gonna go for the Stone Edge. It's not gonna do much at all to my what's it called, War Turtle, and he's gonna switch out of there again into his Roserade. I probably should have seen the switch coming because it was just way too obvious. So plus he does have the natural cure, which means that he had thought out from the freeze hex, and I didn't realize that until he actually sent this thing in there. So gonna go ahead and send a sneeze load this from Pursuit the same because I didn't want this thing to stay alive. Now this was a part which kind of pissed me off, to be honest, because he's gonna go ahead and send his channeler. I thought that I could easily just switch out of there, no problem, but it turns out that his channeler has got the shadow tag, which means I can't switch out of there, and I'm pretty much forced to go for the Pursuit again because I'm locked in. So I don't know, really. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I just think shadow tag should just get banned because, to be honest, I think it's just kind of a cheap way to get KOs on huge threats. But I don't know, especially in the lower tiers, I really don't like shadow tag to be in the lower tiers. I mean, it's even shadow tag in NU that people use. People use shadow tag on Gothita, and I think it's actually NFE, and they use it with the EV light and stuff and start setting up coal mines and stuff, and that's just annoying. But I do take it out of there. I think that was gold, or not gold bat. I keep mixing up. I think I took out his Crobat with the Ludicolo, and I take down his Chandelure as well, which is pretty nice. But I think, yeah, I will go down in the next turns because of this poison, so that kind of sucks. But he's gonna go ahead and center in his Raikou this turn, as I believe I'm gonna switch out of there into my specially defensive wall, that being Musharna. And I think I'm actually gonna try to Thunder Wave his Raikou because I know that thing is really fast, and if I can outspeed it with anything, then things might go a little bit better for me. And he's gonna Volt Switch out of there this turn into his Heracross as I try to go for the Thunder Wave. And I was thinking I'd outspeed it after I'd Thunder Wave it, you know, because the speed gets lowered by a hell of a lot. But it turns out that he still outspeeds me, which I don't know. That kind of blew my mind right there, because I was thinking I could just easily take it out of there with a Psychic, but turns out that I can't, and Mega Horn will just destroy me right here. So that kind of sucked. Now, what I should have done right here, I probably should have just sent in my War Turtle, but it's really not gonna matter too much because, I mean, both of my last Pokemon are weak to electric, so I can't really do too much about that. And had he just went for the Thunderbolt with his this Raikou right here, he could have easily just taken down my both of my what's that called? Both my Farfetch'd and my War Turtle in just a few turns. But he goes for the Aura Sphere instead. I'm not quite sure why, because I will be able to take it because it's unstab and stuff. So he takes him out of there with a Volt Switch, and I think that's pretty much. Actually, I do have a War Turtle left, and it's pretty obvious what's gonna happen at this point. He will easily be able to take down my War Turtle, and right here it kind of lags out a little bit. Never mind. I'll try to take down his I forgot about this thing. I apologize, but I kind of forget about things sometimes. But it's really not gonna matter at all. Surf won't take him out of there, unfortunately. But now War Turtle is the only thing left I have, and it kind of lags out right here. I'm not quite sure what actually happened, but it's pretty obvious what's gonna happen. My War Turtle would just get demolished by that Raikou. So yeah, that was a good game. I apologize about that little lag out. I'm not quite sure what it was. I think it's trouble with some programs interfering with the recording or something. I'm not quite sure, but yeah. Anyways, so if you guys enjoyed this battle, leave a like rating if you did, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!